I was to say, Shiana, ye dim punim puna, ye dim coma here, pay when Shiana fe pump Messibrena, pay be fast right be a free move. And a person, our friend, you know, Sunny Adib, was Center for Human Security and Peace Building, or ha, Anope, Sunny Mwakaba. Maybe I will call ye. The Danyamiasi, 7 Suwaha. And I knew any shank, I see you and some way I was talking about young more police for any daily garden stories by young baby Akusi, Jones Ousu Yabua, and so executive director of Sewa Foundation. Sewa Foundation is a for immigration once and as a human trafficker, and found Mudimuti my pa. Namuka, they never come here managing who say Obikudins and Semen Sanwa, Mutim video more funny parkon than a bar. Very settle no more sharp about some Bibia Koyi. On also a bit home come and Anope. Jones Mumokaba. Dear say Apomboko, Bibia Woko, many aji pass and essential. I'm so many aji, and no, I said, what kind of many bars of catch a prince, or see a friend pay. Says you, me cry a fair for him, says be Nimudiano, will beat me at Chiasha baby. Now, say they can't kidnap when I'm sir. And so Sakwanda. And I know the Bograt and someone review 61-year-old Lebanese businessman. I saw no power walk jogging. Nanko for watching a shakem. And now quite say police for Gusukrama and that's idea no editing. A bit me to be a Nutin and pay Baby Sinkunya. Now I drink sauce and say Pepper Quine and young Quaram company for you a 2 womana, a say account in Tia. Naka woto. Happy birthday to Doris Okansi. Of a period Kokobin, we free your cousin Atabua Chikumase, was say abroad do with the saying Amishra and ne Apomudin Quatintin and Mau. And until a year Doris Okansi of a period Kokobin. Happy birthday to you. But therefore, Massa Mokababum. Yo, yeah, that's it. I mean, just in free Jones. Jones, say what for Padma Benamudi.
Yo, me da say minchia wahwe for ginane baby afide no kodu say ye ka Sewa Foundation say ye wo ba anka say ye wo ba anka anu wo twani tiani Sewa okay enu nti na ensam a titi say ni ade ne ye ni di akire de kire say aya na ye wo temama awofo no ene enkolana omofamu no sabi yenye we chire na ye boa no fa police for NGOs na ye boa no ne ade no epo bia esese ye de tu yitrim ni se kolana ye di ne hu dwuma no nti se yenya yankasa ye ma anke ye be ni den eno ne ma ye di ayam hihie de yesa enwuma we nyina na ye nwuma titiriw ni se ye hyase ye fi child trafficking e wo granda ha na ye sector no ni ye hwe enkola ye de omu si ba sibra ene omu a ye de omu ye adwuma e we fiefie mu no ho ne ye hyase ye be rescue sa
afifim say ye bi call golf means
do omu call golf no de no e be ye mpanyifo de enum ne ye jump koye transnational
ye me locally Ghana
yes Ghana ha obehu akola bi o ani akofa na fie kurase na obi de na koma ifie bi mso one no ntana no agye ne huska na akola ne sevoa omfa ne nko school no se ne dachi me ho akola ne sore ntembe 4 ono no be ye fie ho adwuma nyina na o sevo wo ma no e mom ko school enso na akola ne de otifi a ye se ne dachi nti ye hyase efie ho obehwe akola asa no kra bia na ebia ye se ne yo konsuo no bohina na bibia fi ne nsa ahwefam e paya abo e be boa akola no ye be prepare basabasa eno ne hyase ye be gigiom na enum no ene ehu se da bi Kuwait ni Saudi Arabia nsem no baaye no ene yesi ye behwehwem ye dwuma ba ko so ye diti true pa ye research say ye be duadua nsem no mu ne ya hwe se eye no kre ne ye de ama police no ma rescue it is some rescue we are ye ni police edi sawoso ne ya hwe sa rehabilitation reintegration process no ye nyina ya fam enti ye dwuma ye di pa ne say we deal with the traffickers ye rescue trafficking victims and the trafficking no mean chire mu kakra say ye ka trafficking na any say te say wo ye dwuma yi say na me ne wa ya adamfo ade bia ne kwan bia me fa so a me build relationship ni yi namfofa ne memo mu aye dene na amwa gemi adi uhia bibia me de bema wo enti ya ba ne saa ebema ugidie bia be hye mi mu se akoye wo ska na kwan be no fa so de nyesika enti se me ka kire o se me bo adwuma na mema wa ya e ho dom na hyase enti obi ti se
wa ya mama baji wadi
sanity enti aya na emfa ho se bi amawe yi kra no na yesi mete ba ko se yesi ba ko boyfriend o se den trafficker eba na se ye fie ha no betu na ni asia o man se obetwe mpre bi asabie mu oden a provide ni a wo pebia de amawo no what me build this trust no it is a kobani sa me see oh e bia BBC adwuma ba beto ho wonso TV so a we Ghana hasika na ye de tua ka na ye see this e kwa ahia nti mebo sika bi e be at that time mahu hu nsem nyina nti sika bi e be wo de na oje wa ha no be times 5 or 6 nti me ya me see oh paper se kire se metimi de wawura adwuma no enie nti e honomo e na se me de wo kode a mema best class e bi a plane gram de wo be fo no wo betra business okwa hotel akese 5 star near the amount near the ade na wo ho no mo be bi a 5 days near ba be catch say yesrew adwuma na ye say ye de be ma wo no anye ye won say ya boka pa so wo ho enti kwan ya be fa so atua no ye jayama ye nkrofo na omo ye normal handle over the ama nkrofo for
this enyo bi a unimu no obi a ugini di uni ne kon nakra na
te say me bad down te say nkola idie ya eye obi a omo gi no di
omo che say branch na no ne na mentam
yes omo gi ni do be hwe kra Nigeria ni de say omo anu amom sika no ne sa ne ma no enti o ben na unsro but enyo no ena edi djuma no ono ye agent enti say ochi ni sa na ode ne ma you know hwe mame ma example bi wo be hwe a ye che sa nkola no nipa no media dey asem no babo ntin so ma yira no ne ade ade nyina boy no wanwane no around almost sign information de ma impanyifo no ma niama adwuma na ye diama police for any media omde omhogim me kan natural
so mo yira media na broadcasting mo bi ati say we akoso
media na broadcast ye no em obi ati ne du ba bi no na nka say ye twen so the church say information be a bebe bia omo people around that omo tin omo catch the source but you say nyete so these are the a year me baby am pempen so na do na me hu ne say a marijuana case no me GBBD ewo niam bi munti
o GBBD say ugidie bi ana say wo information bi a ma bonten na mpesa wo kirem
me GBBD me kan sa and the information that I have also make us a GD
ye beba ho
aha enti about trafficking issue a ebetimi ato me ye trafficking mema ye trafficking ma trafficking no emu nsam ni bi eye basibra tutu ye kan sa ebi nsam ni bi say ye be yi o kidney e ama obi a ne kidney asai eno na sika wumpa enti say bia o ye de o kokodu nso a instead of say ye be kasa okay en check your blood you know me ade ye mfa onko hospital ye do kodu hospital ho a e honomo within 5 minutes onna no ani nte no ne ye you kidney papa no de bone na she yes ne de papa na kwakochi nti wo be hwe billionaires no so munya kidney problems na ene ye ton sa de no de ma wo mo nti ye hosika wo pa ye one different types enu nti na migration be bata ho say o fa kwan boni bi so atu kwan ye wo chefa wo mu se ye betu fo say anka fa paper papa etu kwan na ye nya o records say ye hu ba bia utu kwan akọ na nte sa anka obi akwantu a otu dia anka ye de bro efa ye ho ben ba nia ebesi akire no wo say destination na obekwa kodu ana say country na obekoso no omuhu say unkura paper papa e honom na asem no e hyase efi yetimi de wo ye nia ye bia enti asem we ya aba as a human trafficking you know say me kase me kire mu abra kwa me ye wo traffickers bebre ya ye nim wo machiri kwan kra because fani say bia obi she hotel bi a ye de ni isi sa ba si brei na okoba no wo ya tum wo e kire wo ji obi ba ne be ba be ye fidi wo dan no telephone bi ani dan no mu ho enti se utribe ye a ne be ye wo kwan bi so se obi ne wa beda na obi ne wo beda na waka wasem akere no na wahu mobo no pia wotimi afre police normal rescue enti trafficking na semna nkasa no enye ne aye organa ha nkola ye de omo ye adwuma no kra ye wo trafficking transnational human trafficking na nkasa no ehu pa eno na sesi meka se Sawa Foundation ye ni di ekira ye di ho adwuma
se mitie nkoma ye di ya ene ne ekon so takwade ye nyina ye di ho abobo ya anopa woman hope se bibi pa betimi afri mu aba no omo die na ye child trafficking na bibi fufuro
it depend on the age. You can't child trafficking
18, 20.
18 from 18 kono. Nye in collabium. Enti meka say human trafficking. Ena niema ebetimi aye transnational no ne say ye de omo tra Ghana, ye de omo tra border. Ana say foreigner bi hu wom ana case no e di akwani aba e transnational. Enti meka se we no mo no nye child trafficking kidnapping asem no kwame
ma me nkyere mu se yeso de e kan nyina ne se bia official information free police for na se bia na for ho ne mo ne ye hunu ne yate no na ye di
yes sanity madwe asem no ho asense asem no ba ya first police ba bonten be kan say omo use human trafficking gadgets bi kidnappers no ne ade no
human trafficking gadgets
yeah unse omo wo instruments bebrebe oh yes brother asem na me no ka no enye asem ketwa because they can have a mobile phone mobile phone no connected to any network wo hwehwe mo chiri kwan ya hu
nso e mobile phone
nso na mobile phone omumu odu nkrofo aye ka o masam yi omo wa chiri no bi mu odu and obi o ye human trafficking yi bia no source no o kona opem a ye mhyew men kan sie enti ade bia boa ma ebetimi aye possible so betimi aye o madwuma no he provided the mount enti omo be kan asasam no say ade we ye hwe ne ye enti minimi nua na san koshia already so bi na me ka kire nse ebetumi abakra mpo se nkola na bi omo ni Ghana mpo me kan ye se me hwe se me ansem na ekona ebetumi abasa omo ni Ghana
enye wo experience awo
me wo na me de kan
sa to from the wotie ye
no experience that time no na afi na aba
exactly developing issues so
afi na asem na nkasa aba and me tie report na efi police for no bae ene kwan a omo nam so ne human trafficking section no experience a me wo e wo that side no me can already no so say omo ni Ghana because enye ordinary infiltrate for
na certain suspect na police for afa no
ni afa no
nti afa no say we Nigeria ni nti no
we Nigeria ni na enye ni Nigeria ni nti na me kan sa
okay
because me dwen asam no ho do baby say omo demand 1,000 or say 500 we do baby crazy 200 or so the last time
lady baku ani nua ka ho was so omu tua kupim 1,500 Ghana
1,500 ye ka kidnapping case omo demand say sika ya o kan yo because it depending on the victim no background victim no background who say o sika they say bi asebe mo papa na ma chew me say masa me de kwame asie one fa say yamba minyao na kidnap a year mfichire de na nti aye den ama police me dwe ho na me say no asem no me emfa no tatrata sa because I am mfichire 1,000 de ya omo kan de a ene na takrade mfichire ho a omo nim ba bia nkola no but as far as aye den ama police me hu ni say ye ka no tatrata be enye sanity ye nhwe ni yi
na say omo modu no wa chire
yes
1,500 na wana
1,500 no betimi aba bibi say bia agent na ya soma no no ene kombidi no a oje ansa
ono so kura won fa kura na mamo
on fa kola no so ma won so
and I bet me a diversionary tactics
sanity so I say enti sa ensem na na grow ho beginning no meka ye say ye nhwe ni ye na kwame me nim say do ho say nu ho ma menka ye wo esin to bi Ghana police service mu kakra
me ba mini aso sani so ba sani wi a me pese wo de be fam say the case yi to nchen a ideally say bibi sense here send a procedure no is
TFR.
it's very important. I see it. Sunny Mokaba.
Yo, that's saying. Me what follow-ups be. You see, the issues of kidnapping and human trafficking, and it's very serious, and yeah, a localized issue, international, global.
So it's
because exactly, organized crime, okay, or a group of organized people, high-powered with so much resources. According to the United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime, in a report published last year, the country are the most victims of human trafficking. They're India, with 14 million victims.
Is it because of population or so?
Yeah. No, it goes beyond just the population, because Russia, the second, China, with about 3.2 million victims. There's a gap, 14 million, 3.2. Followed by Pakistan, 2.1. Then there were other small countries, to say Bangladesh, and it's so it's quite worrying. And your organization, Ghana, is called African Sisters Education Collaborative, and according to Omunsu, there are about over 100,000 Ghanaians who are trafficked, even within Ghana, from one location to another. So very serious. And the harm me is the fact that they seem to always be a step ahead of the security agencies, because right from day one, my brother James Bayajin, I mean, in criminology, Kwame, the first 48 and 72 hours are very critical. Very, very important, because the more time you lose, the more evidence you lose.
So I didn't see your first day, second day, third day. I mean, also be
exactly. So to me, as the time goes by, you lose crucial information, any evidence. So from day one, I think parents and the relatives of sad girls committed some mistakes, because the information
can be said. Professionally, Nissan media no crash say so. What story no movie to say the scene.
You see, media most of the time, information from which source? Mostly from the police. And you see, a common knowledge in crisis, situations. Information management is very key.
So, your man would see soon the amount in the
information management is very important. So, usually police they are caught between like two issues. Okay, one, making sure information are at least calm your nerves. On the other hand, there's the need for some level of circumspection, so that that information and compromise investigation. So in my honest opinion, the manner our police managing information right from day one hasn't been professional, and me kasa as a professional communicator.
Generally, and I say specifically, my mommy and saying
no, generally, but most specifically to some news conference organizing or see they have the girls in their custody. I mean, they know where the girls are, and So obviously, yes, and you don't have the girls, very dangerous, because a bit compromises situation. Because obviously, kidnappers knowing full well say, police baby relocated. So what I say, and news conference are reviving some sense of passion in that issue only for you to as it were keep quiet over a 2-week period.
But that's an buyer no. You nani asum kekan. You see a TBB. And to be honest with you, at the end say basa no two obi na so odwen say betimi atome. Nti at least police for those who are said yes, so can the question say at the end say you refuse you kure mu aye adwuma no nti.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure Ghana
Kwame enti na the way ube crafty information were very key. Mika some time ago two persons be a Carter hostel. We are terrorists were Ghana. Then the next minute, pictures, it was everywhere with handheld grenades. So what I say. So sir, the manner manages our information, they are very unprofessional. To a very large extent, they are very irresponsible. So in as much as they are concerned with letting Ghanaians know what is going on, but we have to be very circumspect because any bibia
press conference na ehun hia na communication na nkoyi.
No, sir, news conference no here because people would need to know what is going on, at least to restore some level of confidence in the security agencies, specifically the police. But the information is what is wrong. Okay, so because in the first place,
wrong na ready to wrong na say number 1, please for you gusua ye hwem ofrey na baby aye do no ye ni baby omo ne omo ma yaka ni baby omo nti munya abotem nka mo ntomo yem na ye do mbeba.
You see, Mite Sound News Conference, no, the first thing I ever in my mind is the fact that, no, obviously, girls no are more in the custody of the police. But Minia,
but Oman
sure say,
Oman Kasao.
Say, Omunim,
baby, Oman Kasa, Omo, police.
So, exactly my issue. So, to me, as a security person,
Sana interpreting,
Sana me interpreting, because a bear completely irresponsible for the police to, as it were, come out with such information when indeed girls know Omuni in the custody of the police, knowing the repercussions are able to Myanmar to the investigation process.
And front page story be about newspaper must say CID ball fools Ghanaians.
Because I had to say Chaskele, playing
now,
games
as a security
with
aspect,
the passions of Ghanaians. No. I think to a very large extent, there's some degree of incompetence, unprofessionalism, and to a very large extent, irresponsibility, like I indicated.
Police on professional.
On the part of specifically the CID boss. So what I say, because look, information, Ubema. There were implications. And I was thinking, say, considering the experience, considering the status and stature within the police service, at least some level of diligence would be conducted before such information back to the public. But as we speak, many relatives, yakasa, and according to them, still almost information, so you can imagine. On daily basis, the sort of pain.
Pele can see as only relatives in Kasano. As some see no police for in common.
You see, most of the cases, especially like I indicated, what national crisis are. Obetumia for me like a subcommittee of some sort. Share with the families, perhaps on weekly basis, on daily basis, just to brief them. And see. However, my information are able compromises investigation. No, in many cases, even airplane crashes. For example, with the recent one concerning one of the Ethiopian airline. I'm forming a committee. And share with the families, giving them updates, flight air crash investigators, arriving, gather evidence, I think that could have been done better. Unfortunately, police, baby, families, baby, media, narrative. The next minute, front page, the girls have been found. But who read the story? You don't really get the crust of the matter. It doesn't really make sense. And it's all as a result of the fact that in the absence of information, rumors take center stage.
But ideally, security-wise, as I said, security operatives, no police for comes of so the same security operatives. So BNI for so your mojuma with respect to SAKC, no police for so your must that there should be an information flow. And was
yes, Minia, in the past. Security agencies, especially the intelligence agencies, now so disjointed, and BNI investigation, keeping information to say pensions, pay slip. national security, almost investigation, police, CID, military intelligence, any side. But with the crafting of the National Security Ministry, led by Papa Kandapa, in line with the Security and Intelligence Agencies Act 526, AFI almost synergize the activities of the various intelligence agencies for Ghana. So AFI
information
exactly, because your processes, especially concerning intelligence gathering, initiation, gathering, analyzing, dissemination, feedback mechanism, our processes, and after all the various intelligence agencies almost share this information, but a cop beyond just Ghana. There were different protocols at the ECOWAS, sub-regional level, at the AU level, security partnership. So after there were national security apparatus collaborating with Nigeria, or Liberia, or Sierra Leone, because because of recently, me course be Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping and Training Center, and almost see because of new issues, new actors, new interests, new weapons, new strategies, crime there by the day.
Yeah.
So trading in fighting crime. To say last week, and ebesesa. So what I say, very important, periodic training programs for in the security agencies, especially in the police. Many police for Yakasabi, and according to them, sometimes training now almost receiving time almost recruit into the police service like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. When you're training, biabium and worrying. So I think going forward, there's the need for deepening partnership between your security setup and other countries because of the transnational nature of crime. And I feel ECOWAS protocols on free movements and transhumans and all that. So the movements and also about with this disadvantages, and so there's the need for us to, as it were, re-engineer your security setup. So you better me confront emerging security issues. Yes, Sano.
Okay, Maminko Jones. Miami and San Semi. Police fires and John Shamus Omuguso, Omuni Baby Omugo, which in Kofokas and Nenison Komokasa. There's another school of thought, delegated reported by as a police for who Miami, the local location, be coded location, be a yes, sure, Mopumudine. Mojuma Muye say, whenever there's a rescue, you can be free baby. Kwamba so near the fa. I must have person say, you found to the 18 will say, you think I've been putting a regime much will say, okay, a man who am positive for no, is your man side of woman bush for.
You me say, ye shene Samoa. Ebiana a mano na omu nigana. Ebia na omu nigana. On say, all cana or say, omu din sawoso. Through Interpol nomination man. Inti say yon fans Nigeria police in Saka omwa. Oma ba be a victim to the nation Ghana. Inti omo kra no different. Inti first thing say a momo shelter. Temporary shelter ewo ho.
Your mom baby da.
Okay. And baby ni e be mo mada no omo ban bo stronko. Omo bibia stronko. Then information bit me do Ghana say ampiance account. Okay, one or two things binti mean ja or ma say until say be a investigation so near because e can Ghana say security network na be back on intino e fa san djuma no ho almost on betimi aka say bi betimi ato omo ho nti yen hwehwe omo di sa and amram semo say mo kan say no san sebo no na eye mayua no na be assist wo mo e dia ehu nia e koso wo enti true shelter na ya mom wo ho no mo no eboa e ma omo so information bi on pese omo bisa ma no wo ho no omo nya ho de bisa enti yamfa ne say bia ne mame ehu e wo kwan bi so eyi ne say enya Ghana ene yesi bi o ma ba bi do police for akachi ana say bi na akachi ana bi say no ntie mai bi a police for e pre wo mo the information by say bi a ye hu ba bi o mo wo no ne ade a e betimi aye no kresa ye no saa na ye transfer wo na ye de omo ba ana say
mama nkyerem komo aye di busuafo ohwe ne ade say de biso binya rehwemu na say bibonisi analysis na ye bisusu say yes say enye say bi information bi aye kan ha bia no ade ade free post for ye ntias yes say asem no aba no and I just say some sit dance no we twa asem no bi dey dance si bi na ye di so ho court na asem court a ntimi nko asem no mo de ehwie gu no na fe wo sesa na tata na eno ho nkomo na ye di ye nhya no so sa na fi yenko eni
but that say o guzu akai wo na ko to bia so say
because why din komo wi aka say no we pon we say na papa no yes wo kan mo ye nhwe no so won kan won so foundation na wo hwe na say the information on the mind no e che say wonim say nkora no wo Ghana ha say so dey be won kan sa o so obegie di I mean we are all hoping for the best.
Exactly.
Me die me gidi I trust God.
Eye gidi ya keep on
eye experience ka ho Emma me hu niema bi because of yes human trafficking ase nin nsem no pempen so eduru no
ne mo gidi say police for no kwaji wo mo kwa na kwaji wo bi akwaji wo mo a wanye wo mo Ghana ha ne mo outside Ghana
say yes yem fa ne say me de yem fa to ho say bia nkola no ye de omo fie Ghana ha etra border ebia Burkina Faso Nigeria na say baabia be rescue wo mo bia no enya at once because of the processing no enya at once ni betimi handle wo mama country no kra at once
na betimi say muni police for akachi nti ye ba ne say na police for koyen sentro for hye mu che Ghana for say ini me bia nkora no
hono na me ka say me hwe niema bi e koso na me de be compare me process na ye de saafo ne famu no a because say ye ko rescue wo mo a ye mom baabi etena kakra Emma omo boa police mo ye omo hwehwem
busebuso omo say dem ko hen mu
sanete den to wo ye be dan ne ehu we ye be dan ne ehu we nti say ye Nigeria ana ye bia yem fan say Cote d'Ivoire ana say Burkina Faso a ese say omo boa eho police for no so hwehwem kakra ansa me transfer
conference no ebe negate we nyina obviously
you see eno nti na me ya ka say e bia sinto bi ba police mu kakra say mo tension na mo de mom na bia na eso
tension say ye gina public na
pre wo mo ho me eba me side a me hu say omo pre wo mo ho eba entem dodo
that's na Ghana for so nti wo mo nka
no you can hold as police service to a ibia media muntimi nkochi police service say omo hu nkola ni nti what you say e omo adwuma say omo beye no ma ye no professional see twako si said dan ni antenka at long last ni nyina apatie ni say ye nkola no at that time no mo hwehwem omo bibi omo ye no no ma ye wi enti me no me hu ne say ye ma me ti wa no information bi a ana nkrofo bi e man information bi no anya de e hono sa na me
then suppose for kasa sa
en sesa nka omo bakra be kasa kra say ampampo say omo wo police asweye ho a through processing no information bi a ye penti en sesa nka omo ba bonti be esa press conference no because say nipa ba ko pe ho kasei te say mayo ye omo ho akan mi say ya desuade kese de mame wo madwuma me yem enti enya ba bia na neama mahu ana neama te no metimi agina kan because me gina na me kan me review me secret am de ye madwuma and omo hwe traffickers no any those you know even near ye chi no ikro ye agent yi the way of the police for ne kwan of the omo fa so no ehu
sa no mo tete ne tie ana
sa no mo tete ne tie because enye easy sa say no me chiwa na no enye sa no mo hwehwe eno kra de e fa Africa ha side no kra de unse Nigeria for no ne ade no mo gebosom no ne ade obesua me de wakobosom anim akosue yes e ma ya ye de omo tutu kwan ye traffic wo mo de omo kọ amanone e fa Nigeria no wo mu nyina nsa ne de obefu plane akọ Nigeria akọ ye basi bra through this trafficking issue no obekọ akosue obosom anim
oh yeah
even Ghana ha omo e
do ba connect tija mo bi adin
okọ one okọ tija ensese wo kire ba bia ofi two adwuma na wo ye no se unse omo de omo gira kwan ho Enti as a trafficker na wabe who say hey sa me be prostitution because you do buy because so be hairdressing and so be bibisa be say you do be do ana who say adwuma we na be ya onni hu kwan say obetimi adwane because odwane a obe bodam you do be ko omobosom na nim am wako so esa enti Nigeria mani bebrebe gira kwa ho bo be sibra no metimi aka kiro say ba 80% empenia womo ye no but oma so enti omo ntiminka enti trafficking issue wompa a okọ Ghana Police Service anti human trafficking unit ba ochi omo pa ye chi omo da bia e no chi omo ansem omo kan bi ho utia ehu enti ebande human trafficking no one enye say ye give freedom ni asama bi achecherew a ode wo ho a ende kra enti it may happen say ebasa sa niema we nyina trauma wakom ne body na adwenim ne nipadua no meka say nia kwan ya ye de afaso no aba be ye ohaw kese e de ama no and so we rescue wo mo a ye wo wasede say wo hwe say na adwene ho aka nia wakom no wo be ma no ebia wo de ne be wo be pe medical doctor bi e de ama no no waye ono ne hwehwem obeye ne testis say bia ye repu na ye ne na da o yare bi na ode wahwe eno because of say na enye na adwen so opese ye sa adwuma no na akoto no nti na adwen mu akakakra aha no enti onidi psychologist obetimi ahwe saa say nti say oye normal na osando sen uwie no a sene ato no obia no ndidi counselor say obe cancel no say onua say say oye saa de na we have short term shelter and your long term shelter short term no ne say bia omo boa police no ma ye nhwehwem ne de omo aba ana say omo ye nhwehwem bi ne akọ handle omo de ama parent no the long term no ye womo a omo ho ka no ebia obeye saa obefa saa kwan we so nyina na still who say abayo no on fele say obekọ nechi because okonechi a aniwo bi woni mu enti ne say oye ne say oh ye man no long term shelter na ye mfa ne fasa process no enyenyenye edibe afibi ne ekọ yi ne dia ne rebe fi niema bi kakra choir counselors no ne niema nkrofo eye no ho adwuma no enti these are the process bia omofom na say omo bedu police asoya police no collaborate with the ministry na ministry na provide this shelter no the ama police police ministry na said yes say near marketing kiti bi omontari shame omoduane die no ne saa de ni nyina omo be boa ne ahwe ebi wo ho a ni ehu the source of enkrofo a traffic wo mo no ye nya information ni nyina anwie until say police ebe yes ahwehwemu ni nyina no we men can say a normal process na nka ye nim parent na ye betu nipa nso so omo nhwehwe ba bia na chifi wamra ye bisa no nya me chono wacha say nti bia ye bisa no bia me fi achembegro ana bia me fi kofodua me fi tafo okay tafo fie be mu ansa me yetu obi akọ abusuan no akọ ka kire om say mo ba no ne ewo mu ne say ye hu no mo betimi ayi nipa bi na ye ne mo akọ hwe no saa asem ya me kan nyina because of say ye shelter issue ni nti ye expose ma abonten man crofo nhwe
nti media na ni achi say ade na ha na yedru
nti onto say ye de ne be fa process no nyina ma oni ne hia wo saa ne niema mu say am say nra na me ka say omo animu kono ho hia sen ba bi omaduro no
nse bia obekọ animu abrabo na se bia tu ni akoye bi fufuro na abrabo
sa ene yedwe enti say bia Ghana ha number 1 ohwe ayinum a culture sem bi wom enti se me de betoto ye Ghana ha ya adwen ne say wo se ne ya chiwasi no nko ade ya repo ye culture ye ya adwen
mo ye man so kan
sa mo ye man so kan enti ye behwe culture na wo nipa no background no ne yɛhwɛ ne family life say family no obi ana ɔmo ni bi enti sɛ yɛade a family no ɛni bi ɔmo yɛ ahiafoɔ ana ɔmo yɛ sikafoɔ ana yɛhwɛ a family no kra ɔmo betimi ama akɔla no kra tu kwan nom ne ade yɛhwɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa enti sɛ yɛhwɛ na sɛ ebi a nkɔla we sɛ ne aba bɛyɛ international issue ɛnyɛ even nation no akasa no mpo no sɛ yɛde ɔmo kɔ community ketewa na ɔmo tim na ɛbɛyɛ sɛn one ɔmo aware ɛbɛyɛ sɛn wɔn school kɔ ɛbɛyɛ sɛn wɔn adwuma yɛ ɛbɛyɛ sɛn ɔmo betumi awura baabi ama yɛagye ɔmo ɔdɔ so ana saa nneɛma wei nyinaa ɛsɛ yehu sɛ ɛnkɔ yie ma ɔmo a ɛnsɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ back to community na ɔmo tem no ɛnsɛ sɛ yɛde ɔmo kɔ koraa because through reintegration rehabilitation and recovery no involve saa nneɛma wei nyinaa sɛ wobɛhwehwɛ ne daakye nso aka ho de ama no nti sɛ wohwehwɛ ne daakye deɛ a ɛneɛ na wobɛhwɛ ananse mmere bi mo na moyɛ security for yɛsɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi kɔ prison a ne yɛde ɔmo ba Ghana yɛsɛ boi yɛnte bi da when we talk about the reintegration process ɛhɔ ɛden ne ɛden no ne sɛ yɛahwɛ nneɛma wei nyinaa awie na baabi a yɛde no bɛkɔ a ɔbɛtena no wade no ho and also another issue
na wo kwa ngofo ntentin mo nsa wo
nti yakoba ne sakra wo bon say bia te say ye te ha ye di nkomo yi se me tren me nsa na e bia me twa mani na me sere kakra na se omo na omo twam na omo hu a omo fele say ye ka omo asem enso na nam ho ba bia nti da emotional ayi no ni nyina ye hwe ami hu se okotena e bia yemfa se takrade na omo wo yemfa omo nko ba bi te se tema nti tema no de afi na okọ start in life obi anim ne ntare hyem ne bibia ya tunufo am wasesa no ho nti onama na adwen no ye free de da nti onwe so obi sere no kra ye ono na osere because onim so obi anim no
okay
sana esese ye
nti kora de okay nyina keka bomu a na se kwa sa kwa no so na whoever is holding the case no I don't
yes esese enu nti na da no na me ne okasa na me ka se sa asem we esese the NGOs no omo ye frɛ wom ye to ye nsa frɛ wom eba mu esese anti-human trafficking unit esese omo ba mu okɔ immigration a omo wo migration and the human trafficking unit esese sa omo wo say experience ni nyina ye de omo ba mu because abɛyɛ national issue ya send kola na image dida because omo image dida bonten Mwaben na NGOs no betimi ayaboa. And mwaben na Ghana Migration Service, Ghana Police Service, the other services, ministry nankasa as a anti-human trafficking unit, human trafficking secretariat no. A dream ban or more fast search issue. As I see nyina kan yetibom ni yehwe hawa yebetimi ayi ede emawe senyame ya adom na se ya adom se ampa ya rescue om no mo bedua. Ana se ye de omo ba society no mu baka den necessary ye de omo ye
o hwe kwan ya asem na so bia ya kwakoduru ya wo fi suppose fo no na bia na fo no se kwan fo no se wo so na ntimi ankoso ye ne kwan so a
one say wo hwe bia na ne national security and Ghana police service say ye leading to these two institutions aye kan wasem security aye kan wasem omo wo power say betimi get any information bia from we no mo but say yen yete chiria ye hunu say there is a confusion and I say problem bi kakra e wo
because no can no be narrative bi chem say okay yen fan sen kwara na obi na wo sisi aye ka say ana police for mo ko promote information go to public say muni mebi omo de ani mo fo omo mre
sanity enti me no na ne America ne say mesre bro enfum so de wadwuma bia mu wadwuma untimi nkan kire say watena ha wonya enfum so da
bia
be ade pepa enfum so nyina ye chopa say Ghana police giom hu di say ye nim asem no ho hwe fimra ye be yes a friend saying press conference no be sine ye nim ba bia mawa no ye nim ho hwe ye nte wo monka
police fongo kasa
enti so mo mmade a Emma mechanics adia. Me fa baby no. Near me who no. And your phone call so be fret me as you need baby or more. Be a press conference there. Say nim baby or more. So do these two things. You need massa me Ghana police di. Because me check your background. You one of the best security in the world. Say ye jai womo penia provide near me be a umbetimi dia ye juma mama. Kwame. Ombe ye juma pa. Enti me hwe niema e koso a minim se omo ye juma bi esie. And me experience am won ehun hia say ye be pre ye ho say ye mfa mbawa bra. Em say nra na me kan say me say ye mfa na say ye de mbawa na baba bedu. Media publishing nyina wie say mbawa na baba bedu. Contribution ben na mo be ye de aboa with the process am kan. Ama enkola no aform ntoma pafra dachi. Enti anu ntina make say omo pre wo mo ho e wo baabi kakra. Why ebi a omo frɛ experienced people ne security agents na omo yesa niema we hu adwuma no. Omo ambisa wo mo kwan ya ye befa so ansa na omo ba abonten be kasae. Say bi anka omo nim the process na na mu ne senia human trafficking issues no ne sa niema ne tie ne nkola no ayi ne tie a ebi anka ye maame no beto no bo asese o eyampa impo ogina me nchen pe kra na ensese me kasa sese because niema me hia no me nya nwie until say bia me nya wie na ene media no mo de force ba say ene mo handle na say ye de man e be ye yia ansa na nka bia yetimi aka
sa process ne say ehu nipa no na ja ye de fa kwa bi so na e be take say plus minus.
It depend on the issue. And it may be short term and the long term. It depends on the issue. Say issue no still almost finding it difficult. And also it me check. And until na me can say media no ba mun tem na be ye he no kra no so na ama niema we akwa achire. Na me brother can be say I didn't see ya went to me anya hon tem at that time na information be ba bontin bi a omo gina so e de sesa omo so omo line. I say o tie kronfo na ope baby ate me nyin ni say obeka say Martin ka say na obeba me fie nti meda fie ho no yenye sa but say ye jaye e na omo ye omo adwuma e na mum ebi aka pressure no mum no call direct to the police service say yenhwe ne yenhwe enka sa asem na ba e kamya say Ghana no so no aba baby say mu media no nyame ncha de mo power na basoro mo kasa na yem hyehye so what you say enti ebi na mo no so nti e no boy say nti na me ka says ebi na mistake bi ba baby ebetimi aba say ye maame no beba because me sa maame no kure ni metene so am sorry minim so experience pa
see the boss
me na me catch ni o training me for human trafficking issue or your ba na ni eden pa patient queen and sama mi ka ho a man na wo police mu intina da bia me bom pa ma no say anka ye de sa oba no kra be set example ama police for na omo ye ma omo serve no omo be nya ho omo be keka wo mo hu ya ye adwuma no den wan hwe yi a obe mix niema up eno de me panicho na omo ntrase biom na omo samra back na ni wom bia no omo be pacho na mom ensese ensem no mu nyina na omo de beba beto abonten sisi ya
Jose unye sure sese omo pacho wa ema public no say gidi omo police be confirm say angofo emo nheda nim do mo ye
but near air kono so no mom no so no magidi no confirm mo near kono magidi no confirm mo because
20 police for mo fresh
trans ya newspaper ikra the way aba mobile na fe ye frame a mo ye crocro the Jones said that day nti eno mom ma gidie no confirm but brother say obagi obi atomu back bioma manipa ni hu from so obi a wo ye na panicho no krenie eno be that mistake now be ba bontia be pacho no ye far better than say obejai ne say no e ma yen hu no say munim ni amoye but on am jono what say munim ni amoye e bia ne say ye te ha asem yuta frache me ye ka ho asem say connection ben na wo BNI national security and the Ghana police servicentem yenim be yenim say Ghana police service leading security edema we no nyina nti womo betimia yemi esese omo ye bia enti say am pass okay say mo an makopem ho asem mo say nkola no mahu omo wo ba bia wo one of the biggest newspapers e dey ababonten say ampa omo wo your friend saying BNI no yankobo edin fufuro bi under security enti mu wo ho kwan say mo betimi akose pressure na eba ne so ni amo ye mo nya ne ntem ana say yampa na nyampa na fe yenko abonten finally nyankoka enya bone kwa me
Sani me pese mbusa say security mu back and forth here can have delegate people all respect to say the story about abonten na fe police for the so the be rebata about say oh there be ya teach me any kind of Facebook on officially on Facebook and I respond there na you know typical Ghana man but you say na nkofo mo dey adwin di agwana say the newspaper report so here no security say ban say kwame na say ni timamufo no mo fa na mo dwin fa police ne BNI for no.
Well, in the first place, my understanding contextually the role of police, any BNI in the Kosono. Actually, our Police Service Act 351 with clearly defined rules.
So BNI the Juma was away.
Exactly. Concerning law, you know, enforcement. So what I say, Ghana. In most cases, there were issues to say the Koswa police are omuye jumanu, but Osha BNI from a legal perspective, omu were more powers than the police. Number one. Secondly, omu were more logistics than the police because under the law, BNI omu jumaye to ensure say. The internal security of Ghana is safeguarded against external.
What do you require national security?
No, a bit different, but fully under the umbrella of national security.
What I mean is, we focus on
counterintelligence, and it's you know. So what I say, national security. There's nothing like. National security and national security. Every security agency, or Ghana had national security agency, but yeah, one national security council. Omu play a coordination role of the various intelligence agencies. Or Ghana, afe yeah, one national security ministry, and no your government bureaucracy to oversee the way you conduct security in Ghana. So what I say. So in many cases, police we are constrained because under normal circumstance, the issue of kidnapped girls, what different technologies you bet me use to make sense of the air costume. For example, what technology we called cell tower ping.
Cell tower ping.
Okay, bebia ubeko. Mobile phone, ping it to the nearest cell tower. So after either Vodafone, ana MTN, ana Airtel Tigo, or Mundim say, Kwame were around the vicinity of Ship House. So what I say, and yeah, for a fact that before the girls were kidnapped, more communication with
for family
kidnappers.
Exactly. Sending mobile money.
Almost sending. So with that information, no, you bet to me. You know, then get some information. You bet me I use it track within the first 48 and 72 hours. But in many cases, police call to a judge, secure a warrant, submit that warrant with a letter to either MTN and Vodafone before more information. And that process where you know Kwame. You know, you lose time. But be an idea, almost capacity to gather information without recourse to SAR processes. Okay, so I think going forward, a core beyond the logistics, any side, but I think legal regime would also have to change to favor swift, expeditious investigation. So what I say. So we don't have, time lost in that regard. But generally, Minia Jones, I mean, especially regarding reintegration process, no, because girls, no, me sure say, I mean, I'm putting myself in almost shoes. They've really gone through a lot. So obviously, some processes would have to be conducted. Some of them include administrative processes. I mean, psychological services, and it's hard, you know. However, knowing full well, say the girls perhaps are in the right shape and are in a good shape to be handed over to the families. In my honest opinion, still, me feel it's a news conference, no, a knee-jerk approach to the tension and the barrage of criticisms against the police service by a section of Ghanaians. So we are sure, say, it's just an attempt to make Ghanaians feel, say, oh, Juma, because I mean, this issue no break here at the point regional police command or see, hey, investigation, them, you know, we don't know where the girls are. Basically, say, you are losing control of that situation. So me, I still insist, say, omuma communication experts within the police office, police service handle communication because very key. We have a cop beyond the girls. And Usha, mi Center for Human Security and Peace Building. Another type of insecurity, yet the fear of harm coming to you. So insecurity, and you're all about any, you know, kidnapping. But the fact that Miss Rose say, hey, kidnapping with the, you know, seriousness, I kidnapping, a state of insecurity. So, sir, information, no, sir, police handicapness, no, sir, you know, level of unprofessionalism, no, affect you, because trust me, recently, me come feel very late at night. And then me who taxi be, me be. So I overshot, you know, baby, I met Danny. I didn't take that. Or say, oh, yeah, call him for me see taxi. So, sir, fear, no, a state of insecurity. So what I say. So information there, very critical. I mean, what security firm so tracking devices. Look, you wouldn't believe it. The number of NIPA or tracking device for Nkoda because we want tracking devices. So omuko school baby people are coming in numbers.
Does it mean
because of the general fear? The general sense of insecurity amongst Ghanaians. So police move back with some information, then after 2-3 weeks, still nothing comes out of it. Still, added to the growing resentment, okay, the growing lack of confidence in the police service amongst the general public.
Sunny, as a security expert, we said here also. Am I who almost said you be drained? And police for no good to show.
Samika, in my honest opinion, met me I wrong because me are privy to all the information, especially intelligence, are almost gathered in that regard. But in my honest opinion, me feel say lately criticisms have been against the police service, you know, especially also by a section of the media, political, social commentators, and this. So me sure say a knee-jerk approach. You know, on the part of the police service.
Now, information say
exactly. That's what I say. And anything I see irresponsible because we play with the emotions, with the passions, with the pains of people. So me sure so there's a better way the whole issue could have been conducted, you know. So what I say, but the question there, you know.
Not Jones will come be say, a young police for the mob on Timber check out for say, you're more. Yen I have from ye nipa from with the 151 in China for young Koso. And I mean, because a balance of more confidence and young public in more police. So better and every few okra.
Of course, recently, Madame Fobi, now a victim of robbery. Robbers or more Banifie somewhere around East Legon, very late at night, to say 2 a.m. According to him, or more harassing, you know, Nkoda, then omu we near be brave, phones, laptops, sika, and that. So maybe some. So I hope while lodge complaints with the police. What say they be?
Oh,
let me see. This is a serious issue. One lodge complaint. Or see, me lodge complaints about then, or me then. So a lack of confidence. Me as a person, some time ago, I was Kaswa. Misafa burglary. Me call police. Kaswa police. Me call reporting. Oh, your name Saf, you know, a large field. Yeah, beba. To date. So next time, Minya, baby Kosusa, me call police. So in my attempt to protect myself, maybe me acquire illegal gun to protect myself and my family. Okay, so is as a result, I'm not seeking to bastardize the work of the police because on daily basis, there were 32,000 officers across the length and breadth of Ghana. That is making sure, meaning we are without, fearing anything would come our way. But there were fundamental issues within the police service, and most of it, your leadership. So until you make it a conscious, deliberate, progressive, sustainable attempt to re-engineer the police service.
So yes, sir, police.
Yes, sir, and you be brave.
The police for no answer saying.
You see, in most command base, okay, police service, security agencies generally, a command based, okay, you would have to, resort to the top. Is that what I say? Because the middle level and the lower level officers, nisa level of many cases, and yet level of competence to be able to make certain decisions without recourse to the top. So going forward, sister arrangement, then capacitate. The low-level officers, so to make decisions. Secondly, the reporting format, porous, very disjointed, is blighted in confusion and diffusion. The issue concerning Ayawasu West Wagon, and reveal issues where baby Akosu is Legon without the divisional police chief there knowing operation is happening, and it's so we would have to re-engineer in-service training, recruitment processing, and most importantly, depoliticize the police service. The politics, also. Okay? And Ningina is what is culminating in some issues.
So, IGP term of office now. So, we shall be a fair now, but I'm sure be even 4 years or 4 years. Time so no corner for Fraba. Without any government or the day, I appoint the IGP. Sana Pesoche.
No. Sa issue we na Dr. Agozo or no reason. Me was some reservations about it. Okay, a cop beyond just the IGP. There were other officers. Okay, top management officers are. Any police for your kasabe brave and then you be because of vindictiveness and some people being held into account for giving out certain information. But generally, there were issues with the police high command in Ghana.
Your issues here, I want to mean Ghana.
No. Kwame. Most of the issues, sema. Source.
Because
but
apart
generally,
from
police general information.
Say, Abaya air banning the Etramunya be just about appointing IGP. Sir, political interference and idea.
But unim say you were politically motivated promotions, any transfers.
Say IGP will be a MDB buy or the IGP buy. NDC coordinate your qua. Influence the Subatica. No,
Kwame, who seek to underestimate the level of politics within the police service. And
also internal politics.
No, internal, external interferences, people feeling constraints. To me, Juma B, because almost through say, some politicians somewhere and within or move transfer or move well-deserved promotion and all of these are issues. But under normal circumstances, specifically to issue concerning Takoradi girls, the manner in which especially CID boss or handle no, very unprofessional, and in my honest opinion, Anka by this time on resigning.
Oh, CID boss on resign.
On resigning. Because more prove beyond reasonable doubt. Say issue where they've lost control. So they've lost control of the situation. Information are misleading. Cause harm is widening that gap between the citizenry and the police in terms of trust, any confidence, any sardine. So basically, what it means is on year, and I think it's time on standing aside, so a more competent person will take over.
We, as a security expert, if we say we are there, some Ghana police.
They be.
And you're sophisticated, say.
No. I mean to me underestimate the sophistication of kidnappers. No. However, Anka ye handle situation no ye from day one. Anka ye bet me as solve because more line a very long time in there for them to leave the country. At a point, Kwame unim say main suspect no Wills only police or move around sir because okochiro where the girls are. To as far as Kaswa, and it was a wild goose chase because a very long time. I mean, to some extent, relatives of the girls almost are complicit, okay? Because information I'm receiving, when the whole thing happened, it wasn't even reported to the police. It took some time. I mean, at their level, now almost solving. But when issues of that happen, immediately call police on them, okay? And later a call police on them, so there was some level of feet dragging, and the issue attracted some media attention. Then it was taken serious by then. Now you're too late. So be sure say Anka, it was given priority, like it is given today. Anka bet me make headways.
Interesting. Jones. As I was Sunny K, very interesting one.
Yeah.
But I know how can be. Me tell me you say, hey, exactly na private matter will be so chim kakra.
Ni say say yes ye kra na o kan say Lebanese businessman or call jogging and opa get me ache no. Say eba kidnapping enumu no na kwanye edikan no ete say trafficking no pepepe na to na ebetimi atu obia no aya na depend niema asem we ase eye mayi kakra ne say me di kan bibi say anka eye na me hu say bia sa mayo ano omachi obi niame cho no ati say bi on papa no on mame no muska dia and the enemy to me at the case we a gina fako say, oh, you kidnap no more piece can be keke. But Kwame Ocean 7 send a corner a brosaso. Ain't the trafficking issue no near mammy tree no bemwa kidnapping no quite chili no. And ye can kidnapping, ye can trafficking, nina muno, baby a coco really say. Ya trafficking. Say trafficking no. So okasa o dream recruitment, transportation, transfer.
E do ko ye adwuma woni nyi ho. Wa ye sure say ko ye say adwuma no.
Ye sure say ko ye. So nti woni mra ho so no, adwuma no so a ye sure say ko ye no, enye won nsam na sika ni si. Because already ye dikan aboka bi wo ho de da. Nti na me hu no say sania me nua aka no sanka ye hyase entem sania na omo kan say bia please hyase entem a anka bia anka nkonkokodu say because amaya na e chiom titru na no about some days numu no na omo ne omo crofo kasa through omo phone and say Ghana network a otra your friend saying Ghana I think that you find it difficult kakra to call.
There is no more around.
It's nature some more around. Until at that time, no money being so an agent no. And Nisika not the umbefa car fit baby or one no demand de lor fee. Because me who say 1,500 there, who be a open thousand. Masa, me shall say no more. A more rem kakra. It is 1,500 been an open and a small ibidia. Na me who no say. E be a no one yan mayo ano. Na mum sika de be kwa koma ne nkrofo ana o de ombe kwa koton ana o be bibi na ni ho. But senia wo ka no enye se senia ye ka no sa ne tie. Ye bobo hu se bia sa ene beye. Because the obi kidnap obi a me say se bi utafrache me ko kidnap enkoje even 10,000 kra adey. Eye business ankasa wo. To say Lebanese ni ya china koi. Obehwe na course bi course wo underground. Because obi okọ jogging there me nyini so try stress ka be onu hu no waka say o china gisa eye. Me ngin din so say omo chi no de na ekoye omu nrobi no. Eye businessman bi o ma target no enim ba bi o taifa. Into be na bia wo mu ane afre ne ma na ne mo amfesika se ya ma yenyae no. That's the process of kidnapping. Na no untimi mfa ne ntra ebi do the next international one no ombetimi di natra Ghana. Yes. And ade hu biom kwa me ade hu ni say ye research bi enche de beto abontin. The illegal way I walk from Togo to Cote d'Ivoire can cover 300. Yes, illegal routes. Inti Ghana no na me hu see shada nye save papa nti I will raise that issue. The other day na me ni nua di hu komo say no. Yen hwe sa de we ni enka because sabi utafrache say yen fan say sa obroni e chi nua na papa ye chi no impo. Say ya de ne betena Ghana. Sanka ye secured e was sa illegal route yi nyina so a e den aboda ne de no befa. Ana e de no befo plane. At least bibi be si ombe bo hu say e kwan ni hu sa say yebetimi de natra. But who could do sa yi bia na ohwe ne hu a utimi pai fa nwram kwan no atra boda da okọ. E serious. Enti Kwame media nya me ka kire busuafo no enye say ye adwen hu say ye hu nkola no. Ana ye adwen hu say ye say but me experience am wo e wo madwuma am wo mu no kire say wo mu nya botre na betumi omomo amakoma mra from na Kwame ade a enra na jona me adwen hu e ma me yem hyehye me pa ne say owo twa bibia so owo etwa how problem bibia so ema otena se 1 2 3 4 days eba be ye part of you nti ema rate ni fi
yeah
nyame chono acha say but imagine say bia wo hwe me na wote hoi na wo baby fu ani to akola nanim onguyo yesi onguye ono nso onim nchen baby owo onim den obatan den na onim say ekoso. These are the year na enra na me yem hyehye me ai mame me dalate me research bebre. And you know nienti America kire Ghana Police Service yi say e fa baby no senia me nua e kan no omo nhwe kwan ya ombe fa so asasem we omo be dele ne ye because at the moment I'll be fairly abusuan no we fairly community no near start lose interest to him.
Just bako na abusuafo no mo kan say in fact omo ba media for be din sa wo so na abusuafo police for no fi say almost say investigation process no nti aduru be omo come no ntum.
No, a fa baby no say me catch her. Me say me one of the guy who follow case no pa. E o takra de ho. E kasa. O ye media panyin kakra. You know, aya na sa yam hihye yasem a me kan ti. Oda won na no ade akia na wunya nka obeti bibi wo waso. Me am sure no what I say. And you see ehumobon na nipa no de beba wanimu na or baby sano. No matter of fact, sometimes we share nim na we share some more kana. Unya ya nank waka bibi ajujo na koma. enti mini pay say you say there be information bi okra bia ne ade no e omu a ono akwa busua no ho no akere so omunya wotre e be ni say so as I say na say na eko in fact boy no twe o maso in such a way say onim say Kofodu o de okra de o say kaso or the Amakochi Kofodu nyina say o witness and the witness or mention the din no first witness ni amete kra na emsre o say Kwasi and amete say jamajaje ni bizana say na Kwasi de obo Ghana ha Kwasi ye hwan and osam e de omba Kofodu abe nya one guy bi wo what I say enti media information
so ma fana na
ewo mechanic say security in a crack case as a BNI and some say I don't know what is going on now but no crane omo yejuma that is the midman masoto to
say woman san yanka mo freya e de nyina so na e de ka say oh we wo de yin film na omo ti ase nipa ye hu omo
eno na me ka say a fan baby me who say police adwuma no epre no ho kwan bi so ewo asem we ho and minim pressure etibia ba bro the whole Ghana police service so as say nti omutimi ba bonte ntem sa na me ka say media na say monso ma no ya bro Ghana police service so say ye wo Ghana ha nti eba ne sa as far as the almost year, you know, they will say so, okay, and can be because it's not about on say na Ninuya Bane can say Ombetia no more Casawo Ombetia no unim the reason why they say asamono nya busuano ni police biomo the nation ni police. That's the reason why we catch us asamona tra community na betra region national and now it's international. So it is a nation no the pressure the control so and the emra near can be but I think say some way bold omomra though they have good relationship with the media no they should protect some of the integrity be some sad no
Jones yati way na me the pressure be yes you so until acquire the pressure and it was so to me can be picture me that's all can be at the end of the day me say ukwa de o kan tro na utwa me
eno ntina me ka kire o say me kasa mu bia no me kasa o ma pre wo ho me wo gidie wo Ghana police service me wo gidie wo security service wo Ghana me nim ade e betimi ayi me gidie afi wo mu because me koyi me gidie ni fi wo mu a entimi ma me nka asem papa nkire obi ba Ghana hamra e wo ha no
gidie a obi a wo say I mean police aye wa no nti o say
sanete enti no media me gidi se bibi ikoso aye positive me minim pa say bibi ikoso aye positive but omo pre wo mo ho e wo kwan bi so ebi a obehwe no na aye say obi a opese obaji udi ati ase ana me papa onjimindi na wasoma me se me nkoye adwuma bi me wo sa area na no matter how say me ni be boss ade no so am nsankan no kra me timi frɛ wo ka kyerɛ so am pass se dia se nia ekoso no mahu akakakra na me nsa aka sa ade no akakakra na me nsa aka na se mpo me nsa aka wo ba bi a wasoma me na wo mfa wani hu ye no doesn't mean say esese wo ba bontin be ka se me ba no ya de pa no and until I can say, it be a Ghana police service pre-woman. What you say? But Naminia can be another mesre. Say, and your mistake be my Ghana police service, Muninia, you and to say, no, can be say, say, one mix up with you. Say, with this issue, no, ampa. But say, oko into fast, say, on resign, and I say, on you be. You see, mesre, and from so. Se betimi aba say yen ye beji omadi ni ye betra so ma eyen keka hodi omo ni ye di ni ye but ye wonsem bi wo ho a ense se omo pre wo ho wom minyin ni se uchesi am roba na se hwi wa udi na chi ni nyina na wo de ama media medi omo chi o se me hu so ma fa ha no mo the more a wo kasa no kire se wo kire nipa no kwan ya omfa so no
na nya no bi na siadi fo be
enti na me ka se Infum so bi wo baby brother inform so bi ho enti say ye beka say omo be pa chow na be pepa omo anu onyam so no badwin ba bia be hu say chow pa no be ma na hu ne inform so mom enti yemfa nche ne yen hyase media me sana me hu no say oh ebia there is a mistake somewhere yentimi nkyere mistake no e fimu no but ensem bia ya ba abonten a ya beka no enye Ghana man no ne wo mamo ne se ye pamocho na mo mabusua no de munya arehemu se ye adwuma na mo nkama akoma so
be 5-10 minutes ago sanity aka sembi si ye ko wia na damfo bi amro besba ne fie ani wo busan se na wo police aswan so otwa kai police for dey no mbetumi aye okay se obeka ya enche bia ni nya na nje se police for akwachi abranchi bi mo susu se woni kun eye abranchi oni anase ye adwuma afi wie na nyono a ti nsem bi film bayo sa branche ye na dwen say obetua demudie 20,000 Ghana cedis eni branche no braka so say na esika wo ni nua no aye 25 nye 20 anu kwa no atoka obi a wo kwa kutua me no kasa up to today minister please for the statement about when time patro say obi do man na yem from so a and on the whole na fe yes aka say siadi for cry ye senso for nhemu ye we dey ya to protect 20 mu fancho ka mini boy fancho ye fancho say ba na confidence integrity public no man e kofo
one say meka say sa issue now we raise no e different kakra
but boys now the integrity of the police
sa issue ya ye kuramu e very national. Say eba in the security you know me nim say na meka no but we no
very sensitive
yes because though we no owo wom no ne sa ne ma no but nia omokoye ne ye suspect pacho tene am choro say ye suspect bi omde ma obi e na sa case ni pf mu bai
o say the me kan I'm not looking at case you know. But the outside world, for Ghana police.
For Ghana police, no.
So I go for the Jawomo. So then I'm reaching na yachim go focus on the nyamwa yam from so. But
what a hono
stories they
problem e wo mu kakra. But problem no doesn't mean say aye mistake ba ko minu miensa. Yes aye to aso akwa. Bi wo ho a yem pointing out say aye say. But what you say, me near walking, me and fancy okay, and then mati. The other side, Ubin Sukran issue. The other side, Ubin Sukran issue.
Jamaica, dear, Ubi animal, a bad news supermunit can news near the Ubia.
Me, come a chain on near the Adenina, me, who say, honey, yammy fell intermediate, me tea, ma'am, the Sanya Massa, me follow. But I say, Sika somewhere, Burmun, Sanya money in a honor, me not and yammy, but. I think say Kwame say you jai almost so say oh my mistake momo man me can in Ghana police me feel say ye wo you betimi aka say Ghana police service e betimi afantoma foforo afra e de a Ghana promise Ghana for ten na me nua e ka wo mu ho ne say one e betimi aye training foforo e betimi amba aye nsesaye bia wo mpese omo ye wo omo nsesaye ni fi omo aso ye minister so ebetimi aba say fine say ABCD nam de ato ho enti Ghana for still yenye gidie say obeko police station now be report to any sa niema no me kra da bia sometimes na me ne omo kasa me ka say there is a mistake somewhere say omo sesa but omo ma bonten hu say omo sesa first no for example ba me madwumanum side na sa kola bi yira na say me hu bibi fa kola ho na me ko report to her because of say na me nua ka say omunya hohwe ne ntino obi behu akola na omfa ne nko ba say no ya provide this animal ni nyina manti human trafficking abamu ni ade a omutu anamo ya momo cars no ni ade a omo ye adwuma enti say omo ankasa ma abonten a meka say nsesan abani a oba say ase adwen dada na e won krofo trimu no eno ne gusu wom ebi na ne ye ka wasem ade a obi de diwu no eho adwene na e wo trimu no say when ya counselor when ya psychologist am when yi sa de na mfi utrimu a e di utrimu sa na odi akowo. So these are the things I think say some babontin creating more awareness church say your munumate chre impempenso a omakuduro e sinto a na ewom baby a omode Ghana eko say ye ho ye save ana ye ni save ba kwame ade ba ko nso am sen hu ni say advice we me de be ma other current IGP or the new IGP be obeba ye wo intelligent unit ye wo 3 ayibi wo police mu a I think say resource ne e pushi ko ho ne mom here brother ye die betimi adapa 1 intelligent unit 2 anti-human trafficking unit no meaning say robbery a unit there omo ye ho age pa but say omo ye sa intelligent unit no ho adwuma yie kwame say omo timi ye omo adwuma yie a unim ne de ba e de prevention and a bre Ghana and the police service no enti say obi be kwa akodi bone no da unit na dikaya ko hunde da ama nipa no say ye be chi no nwa o se ye nchi no se ye dan yo omahu enti anka case we ba ye say intelligent unit ni stronger anka ya sonkrofo no mudi dada I'm telling you
stronger anya John say kwan ye fa so information na you need niema de
well resource na ko ni so resource na ko no isua ese say ye mom ni omo pe ese say ye mom feel comfortable na omutimi efi wo mu pem eye wo madwuma because omo no mu kura underground security eyini nyina investigation e koso underground ni se BBC a wo mu ansa ne yakaso ebi a monchro mra ne ma bibi na mo fa nko yeso adwuma e ba se madwuma ne ye dene ma wo be se ne ma no wo ho no wo mu di anim kan ko yesa ne ma na I'm telling you ya die beda me bra ne ti hey what can I mention? These are the things that SSC yehwe. Mestre Ghana police me lose any confidence bi because ni nti America say omo wo ho a efa bi ye adwuma efa bi ye adwuma no so bi na efa bi ye adwuma no pa nti se tada bi a ye ntimi mfa aba na enye no konkofra ni nyina say eyesa what destroy the whole ayini nyina. But yet the end say ankaye moa ye wadwene a yemfa moa wo mo what you say minwe on shata leader but obetimi anya adwene aka wo mo ho de aboa wo mo ye nam grounds niema ekoso niema etosin ye betimi amom informations betimi asesa omakwan ebi ana office trane omom wa bonte na ni ye sese omo ye so enti kwame mesre memfo afidie so ma obia ba mu Ghana police menye police
ombetumi aye
oh well
okay
but Kwame mami yeah follow up you see your investigation regime there very porous and Usia because in criminology there are rational choice theory the say before nipa boni okoye boni a or adwin. You see, always options, the rewards, any the possibilities, say, miye bonia or mubechime. And considering how, porous investigation regime, for Ghana, many criminals almost have motivation, impetus to carry out their activities, knowing full well, say, obia and chime, because nothing came out of it on one to me. So what I say. And the hard is the fact that you need a robust fingerprint database for Ghana. So what I say, who call other jurisdictions so we, if I touch it this way, maybe to me harvest this fingerprints, Okay, we are bonia, even traffic infringements. A cop police or take fingerprints, back Ghana and now pay Ghana, so or a holistic database. So crime scene, crime scene, because my situation, criminals are almost fear workers. No, jai never be brave, torchlights, set touchy, and I feel different surfaces. So, anka fingerprint database, police, harvest this fingerprints. Anka bet me achi also, you need DNA database and. All technology because started way in the late 1980s. Still, you need and DNA database and nusu ebetumia buaye. But generally, Kwame, ejuma way there any police asem unkwa Yenina your a role to play. Who a role to play? Minia Jones or a role to play. Misu me or role to play. Generally, Kwame, you're conscious of your security environment. In the past, before kidnapper be attack or be feel like repeatedly or surveillance for a very long time. But after your social media habits, be sorry. Anopa, unim say obe yuzu, cold water and soon share. Unim say, and that year obe any breakfast, this way chocolate drink and so too much information on social media. Yema, omudin, school. Everything about ourselves out there. So with a click of a button, obi bet me some information. And Ubet use this information to develop the airfare profiling in criminology.
Registration number, not that to social media. Say on my way to social and so.
Recently, me were issue with my car, so me for trotro. Na trotro no man be no over phone. Me free bank, majestic no me ba why? Me ba all of these. After criminals no omunim say like ukwe juma room keys. Ubeja no was through under the doormat and in the flower pot. Yes, sister, your way of life. Yeah, the way you address your security situation. Suspicious activities were neighborhood. And boys and girls. Omuye juma ewia. Omijuma nina anaju. Any side suspicious movements, logistics. Any side you reporting my police.
No police force so any woman. The Biamican command your best in the to me any encosi baby our persecuting. Your shas, and also what was on tea. Madam Sani Adib, a Center for Human Security and Peace Building, Chief Executive Officer, and an opinion in common security on our fee. Your friend Miami Jones, or Usu Yabua, once you Executive Director, Sewa Foundation. In a short quite bit my first year and buy bonnet bit me abua. Now, some tea one say, you know, my young baby on way. The GD better to like a cry at it and you should say, a bear no crano. Now I'm saying Pagua and I'm saying, I'm doing you better. I had the Namias say, you're home afraid. Now, put you for so your Senator Jones to come, you lose hope. Your police back up, I'll lose hope now.
Sanity.
But for Isaac Nego, who was your point, tell Isaac Mechacha, on your accountant, we are a book or dear. We see a honey, DBC, a friend of Kwame, Ajitia. Now, watch now, you're better to us, production team with Amasi, Nami Shram. Have a nice day.